26-year-old driver Adedeji Ademola died in the custody of the State Criminal and Investigation Department in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, last Wednesday after police officers allegedly refused him access to his drugs and food. Wife of the deceased, Aishat Ademola, told journalists in Port Harcourt that her husband was a driver working for one Mr. Adams until robbers stole the car at gunpoint in Akpajo in the Eleme local government area of Rivers State and beat him up on August 13, 2021. She said the car owner used officers at the state CID to arrest her husband and his shorty without regard to his ill health and the injuries he sustained during the attack by the criminals. She said, "I was treating him at home. I would carry him whenever he wanted to defecate and help him bathe whenever he wanted to have his bath." The car owner didn't even care. He said his in-law was working at the state CID and he arrested my husband and his shorty and he locked them up at the station. I was refused entrance to see him whenever I go there to give him food. It was the shorty that told us that he was dead and that policemen had taken him to a mortuary. Aishat also stated that her husband would not have died if his employer heeded to her pleas to tamper justice with mercy when he was attacked by robbers. The shorty, Anifowoshe Oladele, said the deceased, who suffered from an undisclosed medical condition, died on September 1st, 8 days after he was locked up at the state CID. He was taken to the police hospital, but the police couldn't stay with him, so the hospital rejected him also. They returned us to the cell and he denied the sickness got worse. Around 6:30 on Wednesday, September 1st, the man gave up. Spokesperson of the Rivers State Police Command, Nnamdi Omoni, who confirmed the incident, said the police commissioner has ordered investigation into the matter. "Well, I have heard of the matter and I can assure you that the interest of justice will not only be served but will be seen to have been served in the circumstances." He also said that if anybody is found culpable or liable directly or indirectly, the Commissioner of Police will not shield anybody and that person will have to face the wrath of the law. The newly appointed Minister of Power, Abubakar Aliyu, has said he is not a magician but will only try his best to add value to the electricity sector. Aliyu said this when he assumed duty at the ministry on Monday, September 6th. Recall that on September 1st, President Muhammadu Buhari terminated the appointment of Sale Maman, the immediate past Minister of Power, and replaced him with Aliyu, who was then the Minister of State for Works and Housing. Aliyu, while addressing the staff of the ministry, said he is not coming to perform magic in the sector and appealed to all stakeholders in the sector to work with him to ensure they improve electricity supply in the country. He said, "I am here to work together with all of you. I listened carefully when some of you introduced yourselves with various titles working in the Ministry of Power. I want those titles to be translated to production of power to Nigerians from generation, transmission to distribution. That is when our titles will make more meaning. Otherwise, time would come when we'll be ashamed to mention our names with those titles. So I want to ask everyone from the permanent secretary down to the smallest on the ladder by rank in any part of the Ministry of Power to be dedicated and committed to the task ahead." He also said that he was not an electrical engineer or having anything to do with power in the past, but he was just an engineer and he knows what to do when something is wrong. He also said that he was not going to allow anyone or anybody to spoil his course. He said, "Don't look at me as the Minister of Power that I have come to make magic. No, I am not a magician. I am coming to add value to what you have already been doing. So let us work together in honesty and full commitment."